Before I begin, this video was originally much longer, but some of it just didn't fit right. I took out a lot of the meat and will have it as its own separate video coming very soon. In some ways, now this video seems a little lacking, but I decided to upload it as is anyway. Hello everyone, Raijin Rising here, and Happy New Year's. So before we get too far into 2021, I wanted to take some time to look at 2020 because as horrible of a year as it was for the world, my channel really came into its own. So I wanted to have a video where I could look back on what I've done, where I've been, where I am, and I guess you could say where I'm going. So in some way, this is kind of a channel update, but really it isn't. I mean, it is because now I'm calling it one, but is it, right? So, I started my channel in 2019, very much a figuring it out as I go kind of thing. The driving force for, those really early videos, the evolution of Ruby kind of series that I made, and some of the other ones especially, was showing what you already know in a new light, and very much an appreciative one. I was still finding my voice, though. I was, really I was trying to be this I was making objective-based videos where we can objectively say this is how Ruby changed. We can objectively say that this is what the moments from Volume 6, Chapter 13, Ruby's Memories, this is what they looked like, showing them back and forth like that. But I was still finding my voice. I knew that eventually I would become more of a personality-driven or more of a, I guess, subjective, argumentative sort of channel, and I'm glad that I did, but, back then, I was dipping my feet into it and getting way too deep at the same time. I had this thing for Volume 7, I would make reaction videos and one supplementary video literally every week, and that did not last. There was definitely a level of burnout that hit about halfway through the volume. And, I still made the reaction videos, I just wasn't uploading them that week. I uploaded the second half of the volume, I think chapters 7 through 13, I uploaded all of them, day after day for a week. Sort of just to now that the volume's over, let's catch up, right? But by the end of 2020, literally as Volume 7 ended, I was making content that lived up to all of my standards, and I found my voice. Those early videos, some of them, I'm thinking back especially to the 7 Hopes for Volume 7 video, there's so much in that. And there's so much in that, I guess there is a lot of that you can see is there's a lot of the format that I use now that you can see back then, so it is kind of interesting to see what got me here, but at the same time it's damn dude, you gotta freaking cut the radio static, man. There's a lot of dead air in these videos. And that's partially why I don't do face cam much, is because then I can cut out all the dead air. I only want videos to be as long as they need to be. There's a lot of I don't want to waste my audience's time. Granted, yes, you're coming to me, but I don't want to keep you too long. So I cut out a hell of a lot of dead air, even in between pauses in my sentences. I don't want to sound like Obama, and if you think, well, really this means that, there's a lot of that, and I don't want it to sound like that, and I think I do a good enough job. So as I get through 2020, getting, not even through Volume 8, but just that off season as well, there's a lot of, I'll still have things that I nitpick about my own videos, but they're so small in comparison. Instead of the Raijin, this video could be half as short if you just cut the damn dead air, dude. It's, well, I didn't do this transition well enough. In the middle of 2020, the pandemic hits, I make that meme. That was great. And, I start focusing a heck of a lot on Ruby's score, and that is one of the more definitely unexpected things about my channel that I didn't even think I would do going into it. I was just making those Ruby rescored videos because I wanted them to exist. I just think, well, I think people would want to hear this way. So I made like 100 videos. Because that's how many it ended up being. You know, I went through Ruby music compilations, you know, listing off a couple other videos that I'm still rather proud of. For one, the What If Volume 9 is a Team Stark flashback video, or the What If the Apathy were in Volume 4 video, or, god dang, it's still hard to believe that the Oscars were this year. I reacted to that. You know, I had the AMV, the music video for the Fear song that I just used Volume 7's clips for because it just fits so well. And of course, all of the memes. Memes are always fun. So, you know, by the end of the year, whereas Volume 7 had so much burnout for me, Volume 8, I've been fully able to keep up with the sort of promise that I made for myself that I say at the end of all of the chapter reviews that I put out, that I upload one chapter review a week, and if I can find the time to make more, I'll make more. And I've found the time to make some more. Not much, but I mean, it's still a promise kept. 2021 is also going to be a big year for me in other things. I am going to keep making the Afterthoughts reviews for chapters, 8 through 14 of Ruby, and probably beyond that for, Volume 9 as well. I am going to make more compilation music, the Ruby Score music compilations. I'm going to keep doing that. I have 4 video ideas for that. And I have a video idea that's been in my head since before Volume 8, probably before Volume 7 even started, that hopefully I'm finally going to be sticking in going back around to that once Volume 8 ends. Once I'm finally done making Volume 8 content, I'm going to go away for like a month, and I'm going to come back, and it's going to be a magnum opus, I swear. It's going to be great. And I've had pie-in-the-sky ideas for videos for things that might not even be able to be finished in 2021. That videos that I want to make that I have absolutely no clue how to even make them yet. So, hopefully you see that sooner than later. Ultimately, I know I can keep growing my online presence. There's been a lot of that in 2020, and 2021 can only be better. So, that just about does it for this video. Before Volume 8 resumes, I do have a couple more Facecam videos in mind that are more like timeless. You don't really necessarily need to watch them in the moment, kind of like the chapter reviews. So, stick around for that. And stick around for, of course, the chapter reviews that I'm going to get back to week to week to week, and that I'm so thankful that I've been able to keep up with that. But what's been your favorite video of mine, not just 2020, but the whole time? Let me know down below. While you're around, like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. I'm Raijin Rising. Have a good one.